Hey, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. As we're venturing off into the world of tuning the GTO and me trying to make an upload on YouTube every day, which I have failed at. I didn't make an upload yesterday. I've got all my tuning stuff hooked up in the GOAT and the intake air temp wired and the boost reference hooked up to the regulator, and I buffed the headlights and fog lights. This one fog light looks like shit because it was on fire. Whatever. So, figure I'd take you guys along here real quick. Show you everything on the car before we start tuning, give you an update, and I'll also try to do some filming tonight while I'm tuning, so, and all weekend long. So here's everything we got going on in the engine bay. Let's take a peek. Alright, here's my beautiful pile of shit. Sorry for the glare on the screen, guys. I cracked the glass that goes over the camera lens somehow. Pulled it out of my pocket the other day and it was cracked, so we're gonna have to start using the GoPro here. Ignore the wiring. That's my power wiring for my wideband, and then over there is my the wideband itself comes up from underneath the car and follows along the frame over here. So Treadstone intercooler in the front here, if you can see it. It's a TR 1245-28. It barely fits in there. It's rather large. 3-inch kit from eBay for the intercooler piping. Everything worked. I had to have that spot welded and had the flange tigged on and the bung tigged in for the intake air temp sensor, and the flange tigged on for the blow-off valve. So we got all that stuff hooked up. Vacuum running along down here and going to the back of the intake. Tees off and comes up to the fuel pressure regulator. I might have to reset my base fuel pressure here in a minute because I haven't had vacuum hooked up to that yet. But I have base set at the factory 58 for the GTO. We got Racetronics rails, genuine Bosch, SEP, Snake Eater Performance 1500s, which I've had zero problem with. Snake Eater sells genuine Bosch now. They quit selling the Chinese garbage. They wanted to step it up. This boot was kind of a bitch to get a hold of. It's a 4-inch to 3-inch, and this tube could definitely use trimmed. I built this system off of another boot that was 3.5 by 3. Didn't fit. I would figure I'd find something with the same radius, and it was not. So I could definitely probably take this whole deal off at some point, have it trimmed down an inch or inch and a half or so, and kind of get that little goofy looking kink out of there. So, but the Torq Storm TS84 kit. This is their small frame 84. It's good for 1,000 plus is what they rated at. Right now I've got a Duralast belt on there because they sent me the wrong belt. I do have the proper Dayco belt they send up in the office. It came the day after I got the Duralast belt. I didn't figure they'd get it to me so fast. So we did get the kit, natural billet. Came with the billet ZL1 pump. Well, the pump's not built, but the pulley is. This kit's super nice and easy to install. There was a couple things left out in the instructions that could have been a little more clear, but it was no big deal. It was very easy to interpret and figure out. It does have stainless inch 7/8 speed engineering headers. Has a stainless inch 7/8 speed engineering off-road X in it. It's 3-inch stainless from there back to a set of Cook's racing mufflers. I think the part number on those was like KO 3002 or something. They just look like a Magnaflow, but they're really nice polished stainless muffler with a set of 3.5-inch stainless engineering double wall slant cut tips. The car's an 05. It has 06 taillights in it. It has Petters drag springs in the rear with a spacer that I made out of I cut a rubber spacer for a spring and half and shoved those in the spring when I run the 2810.5s. These 2810.5 Hoosiers. I believe they're CO7s. Oh, yes, they are CO7s. They came off a buddy of mine's Fox body. He makes real power, so he ran them for 10, 13 passes and pulled them off. It does have the JHP gauge set up in the center off an 04, so the font is slightly different, and it's in bar instead of PSI, which threw me off at first. It is an absolute fucking train wreck in there right now. We won't even go over that, but it has MGWP shifter in it with a cheap, solid, aluminum polished pistol grip on it. Oh, the car has a Henson one-piece drive shaft in it. It's got a Henson Motorsports billet sender in it with two 525 pumps in it that are E85 compatible. It's all -8 fuel, Aeromotive, boost reference fuel pressure regulator. Yep, there we go, it focused. Everything is -8A in. I ran feed up through here to this Y, come off the Y, into the front of each fuel rail, out the back of the fuel rails, to the regulator on both sides, and then the return runs out of the bottom of the regulator and follows the feed down under the car. They run together under the car, come up through the stock location, through the stock plastic tank guard, and then up to the pump. So it all worked out pretty nice too. What else? Oh yeah, I got these sweet little polished stainless clips right here to hold the radiator in. Aren't those cool? Yeah, so it's a freshened up stock LS2. The motor had 227,000 miles on it. We pulled that apart, honed the block, painted it Pontiac blue. You can see it kind of peeking right there. Put a fresh set of factory rings in it. Gap, the top's 24, the bottom's 26. Probably should have done like 26, 28, or 28, 30, but it should be fine. We're running on E, so a little tighter than what was probably ideal. But I just went off of memory, and I wish I'd done a little research first, but it's okay. Ring gap, it's got a bunch of billet ITC shit in it as far as like the double O-ring wishbone that goes in the back and things of that nature, all new plugs and everything in the block. It's got a set of stock 243s, CHE trunnion bushing upgrade kit, hardened 80 thousandths wall, chrome moly push rods in it. They're 7.4 length. The heads have been decked 8 to 9 thousandths. The head gasket is a 40 thousandths compressed MLS multi-layer steel gasket. Nice set of gaskets there. We ended up at like roughly 11 3/4 to 1 compression. And then the Torq Storm with the 3.5 inch pulley on it should make roughly 14, 15 pounds of boost. We will see. What I've read on the internet is the power levels guys are making are about double what I make on motor, with similar setups to what I have here. So that should roughly be 14, 15 pounds of boost. So with the power levers I'm making, we got a dyno appointment on Tuesday. We'll wait till power numbers for then. I don't want to give the cat all a bag yet. I've got a thing going on our Facebook page for the business about free oil change giveaway for here at the shop. We're all nice and empty in here tonight. We need to do some cleaning, but it's my car and my buddy Rusty's car that I need to get finished up next week. So wife's Camaro, my Camaro's behind there, her Volkswagen bus, my absolute train wreck of shit. So we'll leave power numbers alone. I'll say this much: the car should have made like 440-ish wheel, I'm assuming, on motor. So you know, 14.7 pounds of boost would be double of atmospheric. That's all the hints I'll give. Do the math on that deal. So as far as thinking what we'll roughly make, it's got power stops front and rear, their street brake kit, and then the Hoosier front runners on stock spare wheels in the front. So, and it's also got Petter's 9010s in the front with their springs. Yeah, so this thing should be pretty wicked. It's on E. I have a base map in there now. A guy on the GTO, Boosted GTO page helped me with mathematics as far as making a base table. There's not a lot of information out there on the internet on that deal. It's pretty fucking annoying. I also have a Lingenfelder LNC 2000 box. I was using the pull timing with the nitrous kit, and it also does my two-step. So there's that. I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff I'm forgetting: the tick adjustable master and the upgraded slave and the spec 3 clutch and the one-piece Henson drive shaft, which I think I already mentioned. But this thing should be pretty killer. With the power it makes, it should run single digits. So we will we'll get to tuning. I'm going to go grab my GoPro. I'll fire this thing up, make sure fuel pressure's good, and go ahead and get out of here and spend some time with the wife and kids. So that'll do for that deal for now. I'm already forgetting why I'm walking over my toolbox. Oh, my laptop and the charger for the laptop so we can tune. And I need the GoPro. So, and I need the suction cup mount for the GoPro to put on my window. So we're going to start using the GoPro a lot more. I need to download my my video editing software. I've been using Viva Video. I'm sure there's better stuff out there. If you guys know of something, tell me. Sorry, this sucks. Filming with cell phone. Ah! Almost dropped it. But that's what I've been using. I need to download it on my desktop computer up front in the office so I can edit videos up there. GoPro. Probably grab the charger. I got a charger in the car that'll work for the GoPro. That's just a regular USB-C. USB-C, just like my smartphone. All right, so we're gonna start using the GoPro for a lot of filming. That way we can edit the videos. The Viva is really easy to use. I don't know about the other stuff. It's super simple. I can clip it all together and do little things with it. So nothing crazy complicated. The microphone on this fucking thing sucks, is the biggest thing. If you watch any of my other videos, this thing running. I posted like a Freedom Wednesday video earlier this week, and it was absolute trash as soon as I started the car. The microphone cannot handle the car. And it's not even loud stuff. The microphone gets shits and pants with. Let me get that light out of the way. The cord that I bought off my brother has a fart can on it, and it's not even that fucking loud, and it can't handle that. So we need to switch to the GoPro and just use GoPro full time. Wife bought me the GoPro for Christmas last year. Upcoming stuff. I've still got the mud run video to upload. Man, this thing makes me look fat as fuck, and I'm not some big fat fuck. Okay. We need to upload and edit the mud run video, which isn't very entertaining. There's not a lot of footage there. I need to edit and upload the video that is on the GoPro, which is part of the install on the blower. This is kind of the finish up of that. I'll probably do some filming before I upload that video. I filmed part of the install of the supercharger, and the fucking GoPro died. I'll get some film footage with the GoPro on how the kit is now and what it sounds like when it's running, and I'll make some notes and stuff on that. We'll get that video uploaded, and then I need to upload this video. We'll upload tonight. On my cell phone, I'll snap it all together with Viva, and it'll be super easy. So, and then I will be filming tonight while we're tuning and making passes and all that, and I'll show you guys my process. I'm no pro tuner. I have experience. I'm a super literal person, and I don't read well between the lines. So it's hard for me to learn because a lot of people just say shit and think you understand what the fuck they mean, and I don't fucking understand what you mean. So I need it spelled out ABC. I can't go, here. Well, where's here? Which page is it under in the software? I have ADHD, don't medicate. So, but I'm gonna get video footage tonight while we're tuning and driving, and video footage all weekend while we're tuning and driving. Driving around the skinnies and slicks is pretty interesting. I've done a lot of driving with the slicks on the car and the radial street tire on the front, and the butt's just a little wiggly because the slicks are soft, even with like 18 or 20 pounds in them, which I got 18 in them now. The first time you put them on and you drive, you're kind of like, oh, it's fucking weird. It feels like tires are loose. And then you get used to it and you don't even notice it. The skinnies on the front, I can still go around corners and everything like normal. I've only got like 38 pounds in them. They look fucking flat. And I can't find any good information on what I'm supposed to run. I need to check Hoosier's website. I Googled it. Guys say they run up to 60 pounds. Some say they run fucking 30, 45. I don't want to pop them. They look low. I'm probably going to check them before I leave. But I don't know what to run in them. And I just don't want to put a fucking shitload of air in them. One of them pop on me when it gets hot. But driving the car is pretty decent. It feels like I have 44-inch boggers on 15-inch rims, and they've got 10 pounds of air in them, is what it feels like driving down the street. Like, the whole car is just kind of like, it follows everything in the road, and it feels like you're on wobbly legs, kind of, because the tire sidewall is just flex and flex and flex. So, I know it's a big no-no to run a radial and a bias. I'm probably going to switch after these Hoosiers are worn down to like a Mickey Thompson Super Street, the V-tread looking radial on the front. And because I way prefer the driving experience of the radial on the front and the bias ply on the rear. I don't know what the big scary thing of that is. You want the ass end of the car to just wiggle around a little bit like they do on the top end anyway? Or you want the whole fucking car? I don't know. But maybe I'll do a little bit more reading. And it's the first time I've ever ran a bias ply on the front. I don't have a whole lot of slick experience. This car is the only car I've ever ran slicks on. I've always ran a hard tire. So, and of course I got the radials for the car now. The M&H. Those are expensive, and they discontinue that size. So, yeah. I'll quit rambling. I make this video 14 minutes long just talking about dumb shit. I need to work on that. So, you guys tell me what you like. Tell me what you want to see. The GTO is pretty much wrapped up now. We got some tuning stuff to do. We got some cleaning up to do and wiring to do and things to doctor up a little bit here and there as we go. I got to get this badass cluster put in. Has the, was it the boost? Nope, that's AFR. And that's boost. Yeah. This sweet ass gauge cluster goes in. I got to get that installed. I got random stuff that needs put on the car. Nothing crazy. like that. I've got billet keys for the synchronizers and the trans. I'm going to order billet shift forks from TIC, which is crazy because my fucking twin turbo Camaro built back here has a fucking cast shift fork. I might just toss that shit in this car and order the billet shift for the Camaro, the 3/4 fork. I'm probably going to look at a main shaft upgrade for the inside T56s, whatever I can do to get to handle the power that it should be making, and the torque it's supposed to be making is going to be nuts. They call them torque storms for a reason. So we need to do some trans upgrades this winter. I'm going to do the quarter panel this winter and probably either wrap the car or paint the car this winter. Nothing huge or major. It sounds like big projects, but it's not. I can do the quarter in a day. I can prep the car and mask it off and spray some shit on it and make it look nice. We might wrap it. It's just wrapping's expensive. I got a guy who wraps it. He's gonna be the guy that wraps it, and I could paint it for way cheaper than that. But it's a time management thing. So do I have it wrapped and try to take care of it and get it to last a few years and then paint the car, or do I just paint it now, or do I just fucking primer the car up and keep letting it look like shit? Because honestly, it's kind of nice not worrying about the kids and their bicycles and stuff. I don't know, but it'll probably either stay Phantom Black Metallic or I'll just go straight out of the fucking can black and paint the thing black. I really love black. So, yeah, we got some upgrades this winter. I really want to have the drive shaft rebalanced and looked at. It does have some driveline vibration and shit in it, and the drive shaft's got some marks in it where it was hitting the seatbelt bolts and doing some other things. The U-joints are good in it and everything, but I'll probably take it down to driveline 1 and have them balance the drive shaft and put U-joints and shit in it. Get it back. The rear diff needs gone through. I've got bearings and everything for that sitting behind me, and a 411, but a 411's like 7,000 RPM with the current cam in it. A 411 puts me like right at the mile-an-hour threshold for what this car should ET if it makes the power I think it's going to make at its current weight. So it's like literally out in the quarter, which most of what goes on that I'm going to be competing in is all going to be eighth. So it is what it is, but I thought about maybe doing a 390 or a 373 instead of 411. I don't know. So do the 411, and then if some quarter mile classes start popping up and I'm over revving this thing or fucking trying or not, I don't know. We'll see how it works out. We'll see how it runs with the 346 in it. If it's running the ET in the mile an hour with the 346 in it and it gives me room to grow, I'll probably put a 373 in it. Go through the diff, put a true track or something in it, get rid of the cone clutch bullshit and let it live that way, and just happy medium. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Go home, spend time with the family. I really appreciate all of you. I've been growing at what I think is a decent pace. Every time I upload a video, I earn 5, 6, 10. I think I've almost gained almost 30 subscribers in the last 30 days just by uploading shit. So I would really like for this to grow. The shop does great. I run the shop really fair. It's not a huge profit maker. It's a big freedom giver, which I'm big about the freedom, not the money. I just want everybody to have a fair place to go, and everybody. I worked at a lot of places that were shitholes and fuck people, and the pricing's fucking ridiculous, and the owner's driving brand new shit, and it's just a fucking joke in my opinion, and it shouldn't be that way. So I like to really take care of my employees and treat them good and pay them well. I want to pay them even better than I do now. I aspire for a lot of things to happen here, and this to really grow into something. I just don't think the way I run it, it's ever going to be a huge profit maker, and I don't want it to be huge. I don't want to run it the way that it needs to be a huge profit maker because I don't think it's fair to the consumer. So, and I don't. The quality of life I have now is great, and I'm appreciative for, especially where I came from. But I want a lot more, and there's other things that I have planned to invest in, like vacation rentals and things like that. That the market is what the market is. There's no fair or unfair or whatever, and that will give me the quality of life and allow me to do the things that I want to do. And I also hope this can go somewhere, and we can give you guys cool shit to watch, and we can get to do more cool shit, and the income can be there, and I can just put it back in the race cars, and this can fund my racing program hopefully one day eventually, and my kids' racing programs, and I'm hoping to put in a junior next year, and I'm hoping to race that thing next year and get my Camaro done next year and race it next year, and it would be nice to take some of that burden off my back just by sharing this with you guys. It doesn't cost you anything. So I've been posting on my Facebook page a lot about it doesn't hurt to go subscribe to a channel. I have 700 or 600 some friends on my Facebook page, and
13 or 1500 people on my business page, and I have 132 subscribers last I checked. So it hurts nothing to just go subscribe to a YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube, if you have a Gmail account, you can go, it's free. You don't have to turn notifications on and get emails and notifications. You can just subscribe, and it helps put me in the algorithm, and it helps get me out there. And I'll give some shout outs to my buddies. It'd be sweet if everybody went to that Car Dad, my buddy Noah, or Jeffy's Speed Shop, my service writer Jeff. We've been friends since high school. Or Fast Lab Street Track Race, my buddy Jeff Quinzel. I'm going to forget somebody that I know that has a YouTube channel. But, we're all just out here trying to make it, man. And we're all trying to live the dream. And it hurts no one to subscribe and help get us to that 1,000 mark, or 500 mark, or whatever it is, to start monetizing and making money and put us in the algorithm and let people watch the content, and us all get to take the journey together. It gives you entertainment, and it's free to you to make us money so we can keep doing the things that we love to do. So you guys love watching, we love doing. So I want to share more of that with you, and I want to get better at it, and all of us have fun. So I am going to get off here now instead of talking for 47 minutes. I appreciate every single one of you guys, NNF Performance customers, Central Ohio Street fans, whatever. I appreciate everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Fucking share with your friends. Do the stuff, man. And we're going to try to bring it to you too. And we can all go on the journey together. It can be fun. So I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to tune this pile of shit and try to make it fast and hopefully not die. Yeah. So you guys all have a good weekend, and we'll see you soon. See ya.